After this, Bank of America said that no one will buy Ripple. XRP Garland House says again that Ripple is ready to talk with the SEC if the agency gives more information about XRP. This will help American institutions like Bank of America gain a competitive edge by using Ripple OTSL. The price of XRP as of today is $0.35, and the trading volume for the past 24 hours is $136 billion. We're updating the US dollar price of XRP in real time. XRP is down 30% in the last day and a half. World Crypto Finance. If you liked this video, don't forget to like it and sign up for the channel. Do you agree with the analysts about XRP? Write your answers in the comments, and I'll give you 500 XRP. At the end of the week, XRP coins will be sent to a random subscriber. Check out the comments for how to do something. You just have to write the word XRP. Watch the whole video to find out how to like and subscribe. The index of relative strength in the past few days, RSI, has not been clear. Last week, the RSI held a value of 50, which is a neutral value, as support. However, this level has not been passed recently. So, there could be some ups and downs over the weekend. Also, the Awesome Oscillator, AO, was below zero, but it hasn't yet shown a strong bearish impulse. The /D line had a resistance zone right above it, which was shown by two white lines with dots. If a /D can get past this area, it will show that demand for the XRP rally is strong. The Directional Movement Index, DMI, showed that there wasn't a strong trend because it was at level 20, just above the 20 mark, and the color was yellow. Technically, this meant that the trend was going down, but it also meant that there hadn't been a big trend in the last few days. In the next day or two, the 35 to 36 cents range for Dash will be important to protect the bulls. If a lower low forms below this area, it will mean that sellers are getting stronger. On the shorter time frames, momentum indicators were not clear. In the near future, Bitcoin could also have a big impact on where XRP goes. The cryptocurrency market is still trying to recover from the recent crash of FTX. David Schwartz, the technical director of Ripple, continues to talk about the situation and warn investors in cryptocurrency. In a Twitter thread, the technical director of Ripple said that he doesn't think people will learn one important lesson from this crash. He said that if someone holds billions of dollars from other people for a long time, they will be unable to resist the urge to gamble with these funds. But he thinks that nothing will help if there aren't many checks in this process. The technical director of Ripple brought up the laws and rules that punish attackers only after the case is over and don't do anything to stop them before. At the same time, investors don't do any analysis either. The most important thing to learn from the FTX crash is that you can't stay away from temptation. David Schwartz says that most people would rather not learn anything from this. He also said that groups of expert investors who have access to confidential information about companies have not been able to find out that at the same time, they invested hundreds of millions of dollars in FTX. This shows they were too interested in making money. In this project, they put money into the scam and let it grow so that it could trick more people. The customers didn't know what was going on behind them, though. Schwartz says that investors should not be expected to do their homework. He thinks that even if some users see early warning signs, others will ignore them because they think they are just sowing fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Shortly after U.S. District Judge Annalisa Torres agreed to 11 organizations' requests to file amicus curiae briefs in Ripple's lawsuit against the SEC, some companies and associations filed their opinions. James K. Phelan, a former federal prosecutor, says that 7 of the 11 groups have officially filed their amicus briefs so far. The day before yesterday, lawyer John Deaton filed an amicus curiae application on behalf of XRP holders to oppose the SEC's motion for a summary judgment that buying XRP is an investment in a joint venture with other XRP holders and Ripple. In the brief, Attorney Deaton said that investors would not have needed to file a brief on their behalf if the SEC had limited its theory to specific XRP sales offered by Ripple. He also said that the SEC's goal in the lawsuit is to expand its regulatory power to cover secondary markets as well as Ripple XRP sales. Even scarier, the SEC is asking the court to rule in favor of the SEC in summary proceedings. This would give the SEC control over the ecosystem of digital assets, which is not a party to this lawsuit. In the opinion and conclusion, the lawyer for DTNS said that if the SEC is successful in its attempt to make all XRP sales illegal under U.S. securities laws, the court would indirectly give the SEC the power to regulate other non-parties, such as XRP users, holders, sellers on crypto exchanges, and developers. Deacon's lawyer also said that if the decision goes in the SEC's favor, the agency will use enforcement actions as a club to get more power, hurting millions of innocent owners in the process. The Blockchain Association has also sent the SEC an official amicus curiae brief in support of Ripple. The Blockchain Association says that if the court rules in favor of the SEC, it could have a big impact on the whole blockchain industry. The SEC's statements and claims in Ripple's lawsuit show that the agency not only sees the relationship between investors and token issuers as an investment contract, but that the SEC's broad interpretation of U.S. securities laws will have devastating effects on the industry and even beyond. Yesterday, the leading cryptocurrency investment company, Paradigm Operations, also filed its amicus report in support of the Ripple case. Paradigm Operations used its amicus curiae brief to shed light on an important area that could affect the entire cryptocurrency market. Paradigm said the SEC's rhetoric in the case goes beyond whether sales of XRP violate U.S. securities laws. The Securities and Exchange Commission's language goes further than what its statements or the law say. He says that XRP tokens and many other crypto assets are securities in and of themselves. Paradigm said that Reaper Financial, VeriDAO, and the Crypto Council for Innovation (CCI) are among the other companies that have officially filed amicus reports since Judge Torres' recent approval. Brad Garland House, the CEO of Ripple Labs, said again that the lawsuit with the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) can only be resolved if the government agency gives clear rules about XRP. Garland House said this in relation to sales director Nick Bravado at the London Ripple Swell 2022 conference, which just ended. I talked to Brad Garland House in person, and he told me that Ripple is ready to talk to the SEC if they can explain what's going on with XRP. Bravado said that, according to what Garland House told him, American banks are keeping an eye on how the lawsuit between the SEC and Ripple is going. He also said that these companies will join Ripple when the blockchain company comes to an agreement with the SEC. Burr Fato said that what Garland House said about Bank of America was clear. The head of Ripple thinks that when the blockchain company settles with the Securities and Exchange Commission, Bank of America will have a competitive edge. When the SEC case against Ripple is over, Bank of America will have an advantage in the market if it uses ODL, Ripple Labs CEO Brad Garland House told LinkedIn sales director Nick Bravado at Ripple Swell 2022 in London that Bank of America will have a competitive advantage when the SEC case against Ripple is settled in November 2020 by using ODL in the market. Even though Ripple is suing the SEC, Bank of America is still listed as a major participant in its global Ripple Net payment network. At the moment, it doesn't look like the Securities and Exchange Commission has agreed that XRP is not a security. On the other hand, the SEC wants to use the Howey test to show that XRP is a security. They also think that XRP sales on the secondary market, such as exchanges, are sales of securities. It's important to remember that Ripple and the SEC couldn't come to a deal before the company was sued. The parties filed petitions, objections, and answers for summary proceedings. This month, the SEC won a similar lawsuit against the LBRY crypto company. This gave the agency confidence that it would also win Ripple's lawsuit. People who support XRP think that Ripple has a better chance of showing that the cryptocurrency is not a security. What do you think XRP will be like in 2023? Write what you think will happen in the comments. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. Please remember to like it and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos. Also, don't forget to enter our contest in the XRP comments to get 500 XRP added to your account.